Hey guys, it's Sheena coming to you from my office, the bathroom. Um, so I wanted to follow up. I made a video earlier today about Rumpelstiltskin and why that inspired me. And this video that I'm making now is about the show Wednesday, which was produced by Tim Burton, done by Tim Burton, written, produced, I'm not sure. Um, I think he did an amazing job on it. The acting was superb. The setting was superb. Everything, the plot was amazing, in my opinion, and I really enjoyed watching it. Um, it's funny because I am tend to be more into the dark. I like the Grimm's brothers, and Wednesdays. That's, if you don't know, is from that character from the Addams Family movie, which is amazing how much they've been able to draw from that movie. And it was made, what, in the 90s? So, anyways, this is a show particularly focusing on Wednesday as the main character. And um, so, yeah, it's kind of dark. It's kind of about, you know, uh, the grand scheme of it is about the religious fighting the supernatural world. It's just so funny how history is like that, right? Where you have the zealot, the religious, generally tend to be what they call themselves Christians, um, acting in evil ways. Basically, they were being evil, thinking they were fighting evil by trying to kill these people that they considered witches and outcasts, stuff like that. These people who seem to operate in the spirit realm. So, anyway, that's kind of like the gist of the show. But particularly, my interest is in the story and plot of, Wednesday. Um, it's funny because you can watch a show, but you might not be inspired by the main character. You might be inspired by a little side story going on within the show. But what inspired me about Wednesday's story is that she was sent to another school, this school called Nevermore, which is for quote unquote outcasts. So it's for these kids who have all these other weird gifts, right? So, because what happened was she had almost killed someone at a previous school for bullying her brother. So, anyways, they're like, she's got to get out of here. And she said something funny in the car ride to Nevermore. She's like, I think her parents were like, yeah, you're getting expelled for almost murdering. And then she was like, that's awful. Like, I don't want that to be on my record. Like, what a disappointment. I almost killed someone. Like, she's like, I couldn't even finish the job. Anyways, it's dark like that, dark humor. So, um, the thing is that she goes to school thinking like, this is awful. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go here. And her mom used to go there also. So the whole time she's resisting it, right? So here's this seeming, well, not maybe a mistake, but she did it on purpose. But this thing that happened in her life, and now she's getting the consequences of it, and needing to go to this other school, which she doesn't want to go to. She's resisting it the whole time, all to find out that actually she was supposed to be there to carry out a specific purpose, which unfolds for her. And I just think that's really interesting. Looking at my notes here. So it just reminded me that although we think we are experiencing unideal situations because of bad decisions or whatever, that even those bad decisions work toward our purposes, work toward our ultimate purposes and work for our good. Like, we end up finding meaning in those things like that we thought was a mistake. Like, oh crap, look what I did. I ruined my life in this way. But actually, no, you can't ruin your life because there's so much power in you that it's all working in your favor for your good, for your purpose. You know what I'm saying? I find stuff like that like interesting. So yeah, again, it's kind of like one of those situations. Well, if I had not made that mistake, then I would not be where I am. This is why so many people say, well, I'm glad I went down that road. Or they say, I wouldn't change my journey for anything, right? Some people find themselves saying things like that, like, yeah, I wouldn't have changed my journey. Like, say somebody was a drug addict for 20 years, or, and then something else came out of that. They're like, well, I wouldn't change my journey because they say it's made me who I am, or whatever. So it was kind of like one of those type of plots, where Wednesday resisted going to the school. But then finally, because she has these visions when she touches things sometimes, things began to unfold for her, and she began to become curious about what these visions were and her role in everything. And she actually had a huge purpose, and she needed to be at this school. So it's like you think you're making a mistake, but actually you're still acting within your purpose. It's weird. But anyway, it's an ideal that I kind of subscribe to. Anyways, share your thoughts down below.